Hello and welcome to the launch of 361 Recovery. I'm Alice Smith and I'm here to answer a few questions that you might have about 361 before you sign up. Some people ask me, well, Alice, is 361 counselling? And the answer is no, 361 isn't counselling. 361 is what's known as a stage 3 recovery program. It's a mental health recovery program, meaning it's going to help you and guide you and support you in your mental health as you recover from a loss. It's not counselling, that's stage 2. So there are 3 stages of recovery. Stage 1 is known as safety. That's when we need to make sure that we have enough to eat, we've got a roof over our heads, and we've actually got all the material needs. In cases of abuse, this could be actually getting out of their house and finding a refuge. But 361 isn't just for women experiencing abuse. Stage 2 is called remembrance, and this is where we might have to confront some memories, and counselling is really brilliant for this. 361 Recovery Programme is stage 3 when we're looking to reconnect back out with society. It can run alongside counselling as well, but it's not a purely counselling service. Other questions I get asked are, is this one-to-one or is it a group? Well, the answer is 361 is available as one-to-one coaching on Skype or face-to-face, but it's also available as a 12-week course. There's also lots of different 361 packages, and I'm hopeful that there's one to suit you. What is 361? People ask me this a lot. And who's it for? Well, 361 is a recovery program that's for women facing any kind of loss. So it's after that loss in the transition from one stage to another. This loss can be bereavement, it can be divorce, because after all, divorce is a loss and a grief. And it can also be, I specialise in, and the 361 specialises in helping women after abusive relationships. I'm a survivor myself, and I've developed this program. I call the 361 a gift from survivor to survivor. Because of this specialism and this expertise that I have as lived experience and those lessons I've learned, 361 also offers optional elements of celibacy, which is centered around recovering from sexual assault, and or sobriety. Very often, leaving abuse or after a huge loss, we can have trauma, PTSD symptoms, or full-blown PTSD, and this is very often linked with alcoholism. What about men? A lot of people ask me this. Well, the recovery program is just for women because that's what I know. The whole aim of the 361 recovery program is for me to roll up all my experiences of 2 divorces, 17 years of teaching, the repossession of my house and recovery from PTSD, and I'm 7 years post repossession and abusive relationship. However, because there is a demand, and 361 Life Support recognises the demand for men to access help as well. We do have plans to run a 361 project in collaboration with Mind Mental Health. So look out for that. That will be run by male experts who will be giving the same 361 recovery program to men. What's your experience, Alice? People ask me this. Well, I have 17 years teaching experience. I've experienced a spectrum of domestic abuse, repossession and homelessness, severe PTSD. I toured shows based on that, and part of an element of 361 can be writing as therapy. And I went to speak internationally in India and Berlin on the subject of violence against women and girls. I've now formed a 361 life support network for survivors in the UK. And I'm a member of the Sheila McKechnie Network Core Development Learning Group. And that's actually promoting social change here in the UK. I'm also just about to comment again on the draft domestic abuse bill going through Parliament and lobbying for change. I'm also a single mother, and I've faced a lot of stigma due to the abuse and been through the court system. So I suppose my experience is vast in difficult things. I sometimes call myself an expert in failure, and why not? Failure teaches much more than success ever could. I've also been able to bounce back. It took me 7 years, and the 361 is all those lessons I learned, and all those lessons I learned from failure and mistakes, so that you don't have to. I'm hoping that the 361 will help thousands of women as they go through their own recovery process, and I'd like to guide and help them along the way. Can I have a free trial? Yes. If you'd like to sign up, please sign up on the page. Please drop me an email and we'll arrange a 30-minute Skype trial. This is so we can see if we suit each other. This is so I can see if we're going to work well together. You like me, I like you, and we might be able to walk along that recovery path together. As you'll see, there are 3 different courses being launched. There's a very intensive 6-week, 6-session course. It's called Power After Lockdown. There's a kind of taster, it's called First Steps, where you can have 3 sessions. Or there's a slow burn called Ignite, where you can have 1 session per month for 6 months. And I guarantee you'll find some degree of progress in it, but I would never promise you a quick fix. I really hope you'll join me for the 361 on this journey. I'm excited about it, and it is a gift from survivor to survivor, and my hope is that I can help you with the lessons I've learned as we go along in life. So see you soon.